Hello, welcome everyone. So we are back after almost 2 months, Tushan,
Yep.
and now we are at almost at the situation where top three spots are anyway final. Which are the top three IPL spots, Tushan?
The top three IPL spots right now sitting at top one RCB, which I'm very happy about.
Yeah,
Top two is GT, then number two is GT, and number three SRH.
I think yesterday's match was very scary when
Mhm.
SRH made 260, so 255.
Yeah,
And if RCB would have lost by 100 runs or more than 100 runs, they could have slipped down to number third. So Tushan, how last 2 months have been? I think you have been very busy in your grade 9 exams, haven't been able to come live, but we have been monitoring, our
yeah,
matches.
yeah, yeah.
So, what do you make out of the IPL so far? Of course, the next 5 days will be very crucial.
I think so far the IPL has been much more competitive as before IPLs, especially for the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
Because like
from the side.
the playoffs, we've never seen. And personally, I've
Hmm.
never seen
Hmm.
four teams or three teams compete for top four
Hmm.
and such a close where three teams are 18 points,
Right.
like number one, number two, number three tied on points, and run rate is deciding who's top one, top two between three teams. I've never seen it personally because I don't watch. I haven't watched IPL that much,
Hmm.
but watching now, I think this might be one of the most competitive IPLs so far.
Yeah, I think this has happened for the first time that top three teams have equal points, which means they won equal number of matches, they lost equal number of matches. The only difference is marginal zero point 0.7, zero point 0.6, zero point 0.5. So, what do you make out of this now? What will happen?
I think all these teams have a good chance. GT is becoming very consistent because of Shubman Gill, Sai Sudarshan, and all their other players.
Hmm.
And then also, what do you call them? SRH. Yes, SRH also has big hitters. We were discussing yesterday that SRH has hitters who can hit 50 runs, 60 runs, and 20 balls.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just very tough for RCB to pull through, but it's also a great chance to see if RCB can win two times in a row from a team who choked their finals most of the time, who never won an IPL,
Hmm.
to winning back to back. They will create like a big stage. It will become like a big impact where RCB is showing that now they're at their full potential and that they can. If they win back to back, it will be a part of IPL history.
If you recall 2000, I mean, in March when we came live before this, and at the beginning of before the IPL started, we made the predictions. At the time, our title was Can RCB win the title?
Yeah.
And now RCB is at number one, right? Technically number one at the top, very close margin. So what do you make out of this? How they have played as a team?
I think RCB has played exceptionally well.
Hmm.
Of course they're my favorite team, but what like they played very well.
Hmm.
And maybe some matches they did not play well, especially the first match against RR. It was
Hmm.
a little poor performance. I think it's just about consistency, right?
Right.
Which team can stay more consistent? And RCB
Hmm.
shown great consistency as they won quite a lot of matches. Then GT and SRH, they're great competitors. So in terms of RCB, I think the bowling
Hmm.
is too dependent on Hazelwood and Bhuvi
Hmm.
because we won matches because of their bowling. If they don't perform well
Hmm.
against RR, they didn't do too much,
Hmm.
then RCB has a chance of losing, which is why that's the only thing I'm afraid of for RCB. The batting is good because we have a lot of players who can perform well as well.
Right. I think, let me see if we can share the screen. And if you look at,
Are you sure?
yeah,
Copyright?
no, I think it should be fine. We're not sharing any audio or video. So if you look at now, the matches which we look at is today is Lucknow Super Giants and Punjab. Very important for Punjab, right?
Yeah.
And then we have MIRR, very important for RR, and KKR and DC, very important for KKR. Let's look at the table actually, and especially run rates. So let's see what we make out of that. So, but fairly by the time the screen comes up, what do you feel? What do you make out of who will have the best chance? Of course, Ara has the best chance, but it's a match. It's a one-off match. Every match is crucial from today till tomorrow.
Yeah, today's LHGB is PBKS. So, but let us see if PBKS loses this.
Hmm.
Uh, I think they're done. I think unless
If you see, they have lost. They've been losing last 5 matches.
yeah, no,
More than five.
I think they've lost 6 matches. Can we um
They have lost.
they've lost six matches. Yes,
They have
they've lost six matches in
yeah.
a row.
Yeah.
But as you can see here, also look at RR. They lost 3 matches in a row before winning, and
Yeah.
KKR won more matches in their last 5 games,
Last 5 games.
which is showing that they're more in form than these two,
Mhm,
right?
mhm, mhm.
So this is very close. If PBK lose by like a decent amount of run rate, then there could be a chance that KKR is already out. And then if RR lose and KKR wins, then it's done.
See, for KKR, it's important that PBKS loses and they
Yeah,
win,
and
right?
RR has to lose.
And RR has to lose. So that's very simple.
And if PBKS and KKR lose, RR's qualified. They don't have to win or lose.
And
They,
based on this form, looks like PBKS and RR both are shaky as compared to KKR.
yeah, KKR did a very good comeback. From 7 matches, I think they lost 7 matches in a row. If I'm not wrong, we can check here. They look at this. They've lost first match, second match, then NR, third match, fourth match, fifth match. They had a big losing streak, and then they pulled off the RCB.
And in last 3 or 7 matches, they only lost one.
And we can see who they won against. They won against RR.
And they've only lost to RCB.
Yeah. But you can see they won against RR, they won against LSG, they won against SRH, they won against DC, they won against GT, and they won against MI. So they're not a bad team. They
No,
won
that's
against
why.
two of the top. They won against the top three, except RCB. They won against GT and SRH.
And their matches KKR is with DC now, right?
Yeah, and KK's already
No,
beaten
no,
DC.
not with DC.
It is DC.
They're with MI now. Next year was DC.
Yeah.
Oh, that's with DC. Oh, RR is MI. Okay. So KKR is in definitely good form, and I feel that they can come in. If they come in, your 3 teams will come into the finals:
Yeah.
RCB, KKR, and GT. Miserably bad tournament for MI and CSK.
I think CSK wasn't as bad, but then last 3 games they were not able to pull through. It was not as bad as it was before, but then I think CSK they were only winning because of Sanju Samson. That was the only reason. I'm sorry, that was the only reason why they were winning. Because when he made century, then they won. When he didn't perform, they lost. Right? It was rarely the occasion where someone else helped them lose. Like Ruturaj Gaikwad. I don't know what he's doing, what is going through his mind. Right. And if we look at top performers right here, we can see all three
Sorry.
from the top performers are from the top 3 teams. Actually, GT has all the number 1 performers. If you look,
I'm just trying to put the slide up.
it is on.
Yeah, Sai Sudarshan 638, 616 Shubman, Henrik Klassen 606.
All if we see all the top run and top wicket takers are from GT. This showcases that GT has great potential. But if Shuman Gill and Sai Sudarshan don't perform, then it's hard for GT to win matches, which I've seen.
Yeah. So I think Sudarshan, Shubman Klassen, Suryavanshi, Ishan, Abhishek. See here, because none of the RCB players is in top 10. That's why I doubt for their batting thing.
But the difference is that RCB doesn't lose as many wickets. I'll tell you that when they lose wickets, every one person performs one day, but one person doesn't. But it's always the case where if one person doesn't perform, another person covers up for that. That's what happened in against what was it, KKR, where people were not performing and instantly Venkatesh Iyer came out of nowhere, right? So this is a trend of RCB, which is a good thing, where everyone, if someone doesn't perform, another person performs. That's what's happening.
And if you look at RCB's, Bhuvneshwar Kumar has played 14 matches. He has got, of course, a maximum of 24 wickets. So
Rabada.
maybe bowling wise, they are in top.
No.
And
GT stop on bowling.
GT is also top.
They have
Rashid Khan also.
Rashid Khan, Siraj,
Rabada.
and Rabada who are there, who've taken more than 15 wickets.
Yeah, they have been actually. Josh Hazlewood has come only played 11 matches, and in that he has played 12.
So he's of course he's also done decently well. But that what this shows, that other RCB bowlers are not making too much of an impact. That's the main problem here. That we have good bowlers. Where I'm fully expecting Hazelwood and them to get those wickets, but the problem is that we don't have any other bowlers to back up Hazelwood and Bowie. If they don't perform well, then what are we going to do? That's the problem. That's the main question.
Right,
That
right,
can
right.
RCB, can Hazelwood and Bowie carry RCB, because other bowlers are not performing at all.
See, if you look at the matches which are there now, the qualifier matches are their location is very important, and that would be very key. So, because the teams are so close, it's very difficult to pick. But based on performance and this, I think KKR can sneak into four, right? Because
KKR can streak it to four, but it just depends on if what happens today in LSG PBKs. Because if PBKs wins, right, then
they will be under huge pressure then.
RR and KKR will be pressurized.
Mm.
But what we can see here is that that match against PBKS and KKR, that match we drew, is coming in favor for KKR, and it is biting PBKS in PBKS now. It's biting them back.
The only disadvantage actually probably Punjab may have is that the match is in LSG actually in Lucknow.
Yes, that could be a disadvantage.
Punjab may have it. So that is the issue that they may have a little bit challenge. I don't know what is the stat for Lucknow in Lucknow. What are their stats? But Punjab has not won maybe many away matches also.
Yeah, I think PBKs are just, their morale is just down. I mean, we can see it. Their morale is very down. They're not playing at the game. They're not playing at their full potential as they were. Shreyas Iyer, he's taking too much on his like shoulders. Like other people from PBKs are not back. Are not like relieving the pressure away now.
Right, right. No, I think I feel that today's match will be very important. Punjab can really go and play very fearless cricket because that's the last chance they have.
That yes,
If
that's
they win, they put pressure on RR. They put pressure on KKR tomorrow. KKR has the least chance, but they're in the best form.
no. But think if PBKs wins this, KKR's out. That if PBKs wins this by a huge margin, KKR's is
Yeah.
out. That's the thing. So this match is very important. If PBKs wins this by maybe, let's say they gain only like 0.1 run rate, 0.3. If they gain more than like 0.3, if their run rate becomes 0.7, I don't think KK has a chance of coming in.
And LSG was not able to defend 220 runs. So their bowling is not that good against RR. They
But
could
what
not defend.
what pitch was it? Jaipur?
There was in Jaipur, yeah.
Is it batting pitch?
Jaipur, and see, these kind of playgrounds are a little bit smaller. So even if you score 220, it's not a very safe score. Jaipur is small, Dharamshala is small. Dharamshala, the wicket is very sticky. So that could be.
What's today's match in Lucknow? What about Lucknow?
Lucknow's stat, I don't know how they have done, but if I look at the matches in Lucknow, see, Lucknow LSG won by 9 runs. So RCB actually could not chase 209. Then, if we look at another match of Lucknow,
Not a lot of matches in Lucknow.
then match was tied actually, and KKR won in super over against LSG.
But what is happening here is that LSG is able to defend in Lucknow. This is what we're seeing now. Because in all these other matches, except but in this one they were.
LSG didn't
But
failed to
so-
win
so-
chase.
huh.
So it's a low
defending-
scoring, little bit
it's a-
low
it's a
scoring.
low
159,
score-
155.
It's a low
was the
scoring
score.
defending pitch where it's easier to defend and better to bat first.
Right, right.
So far from the trend we're seeing here, is there more
And,
Lucknow matches? We'll
If we look at the
here.
yeah, so Lucknow,
Here, okay.
it's
Here,
not a very high scoring.
it's not a high scoring
generally.
pitch. I mean, of course, here like GT made 18.4, so they could have made higher. But basically, the average we're seeing around here is maybe around 170. Is safe to assume. Any more Lucknow matches here? Yeah, you see, but like 145, 141. So it's not a huge thing. And by the way, we forgot about DC. DC, if RR, PBKs, KKR lose, then DC comes in. That's the only.
But this is yeah.
That's the only thing which will
I mean, they
happen.
have a very very thin outside
Yeah.
chance, but very difficult because at 14 RR is tied with DCA. Even if DC
Oh
wins,
yeah,
the
yeah,
score,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
DC doesn't
yeah.
have
So
a
DC
chance. Only
doesn't,
three
DC
teams have
cannot,
a
DC
chance.
cannot because yeah, unless DC wins by 150 runs, they cannot.
So one thing I'm sure that today Punjab will like to chase. because they want to maintain their run rate. But chasing in LS in Lucknow is not easy. If Lucknow gets away with a good start and they really make 180, 190, BBKS can be in trouble. And if you look at tomorrow's match is in is tomorrow's match. Yeah, so tomorrow's match is in
Two matches.
Wankhede in MIA and Rajasthan. Wankhede is a good chasing pitch. So RR, whether they bat first, I mean, they like to also chase to make sure that they have the target in sight. And KKR Eden Gardens, very strong chance. At Eden Gardens, KKR will not lose actually, because if you see their performance, the way they have bounced
Yeah,
back.
look, in Eden Gardens they've won most of the matches, if I'm not wrong. Let's
You
just
know,
let's
if you
go to
look at
just go to just KKR on the table. On the
table,
if we press here KKR, we can see
oh, they have not been putting the.
we can see scorecards.
But we cannot see the.
Wait, okay, let's just go fixtures and
Fixtures,
results.
I think KKR is also having a good chance because of their form.
But it's like if they won their previous matches before, right, it would have been much better for
Not
them.
even one match. So it means our assessment that KKR should come in or CSK should come in was not bad. They just missed by 1 or 2 matches.
But I think CSK was more that Sanju Samson was actually helping them win. Or else if he was not performing, they were not winning. Okay. KKR won in Eden Gardens against MI. Then here they won against GT in Eden Gardens. And then
They have won in.
where is Eden Gardens? There's not a lot of
in
matches
the
in Eden
beginning,
Gardens.
there were not many matches. But if we look at
It's all in
Eden Garden,
KKR won against Eden Gardens against RR. And
the two
then
was not very high scoring. And Eden Gardens again.
they lost.
They
They
lost
lost
to
against
LSG.
LSG. So it's not like I think it's LSG. The problem here is that I think LSG only. Well, let's look at this. Here, what
That was, this match was in beginning of April. From April beginning to May, the heat in India becomes much higher. The dew comes in, and that is the reason sometimes it becomes very, very difficult to.
if you look here, the performance here.
Yeah, so I think that sometimes becomes a challenge because now you can't just say that, and that's why KKR started doing well in the second half of the tournament. When heat became higher, they started winning more matches in their territory as well.
Like here we can see that main performance of KKR. I think Finn Allen. He's I think the main performer.
Finn
right?
Allen can really
And I
kill
think
the table.
Cameron Green was the worst thing. Like one of the worst transactions for them here because Cameron Green was very well for RCB, but then here he's not performed at all. I don't remember one time Cameron Green performed, but with RCB taking wickets here, he was very good for RCB. So I think KKR they spent 27 crores on him.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they
so
really
I
put
think
a lot of money on him.
yeah, so I think Cameron Green's also been a very big letdown. He was a good safe bet and he let them down. So I think it's also been unlucky for KKR in these circumstances.
I think if you look at the performances which have been coming, so nutshell, that if we just try to wind the things, let's take the call. We are already live for almost 20 minutes or so. Okay, let's pick winners from our assessment. I think today, all said and done, PBKs will win.
I would beg to differ that LSG would win.
Okay, let's go with that. Tomorrow, I think being in Eden Gardens, KKR will win.
I also agree. I think KKR will win against DC, right? Yeah, I think KKR will win.
And regarding RR and MI in Wankhede, MI also is not a good shape. People are really.
But I think because MI has no pressure and it's Wankhede, I still believe that MI is a very good team. They have so much potential. They didn't capitalize it. I don't know what happened, but I think MI will pull through. I think MI because RR has so much pressure, Suryavanshi might not be able to perform as well.
So it means while RR is ahead of everyone, they have the highest pressure and they can actually go out.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas KKR on their form, they have a higher chance and home ground.
But actually, if PBK lose this match, right, then RR will have less pressure, and then it will actually depend. RR's pressure will be defined from PBKS and KKR's game, which is before RR's game, right?
Yeah.
So if PBKS lose, KKR lose, RR's win. Doesn't matter. It's done. But if PBKS win, then by a good margin, like they have a high run rate, then KKR's out, and then RR will have pressure. So this is what will happen.
Right. So anyway, things became clear. Now let's go to playoffs. GT versus RCB in Dharamshala.
I will say RCB will win, but it's a close because they both have won. They played two matches, they both won. So I think GT has a great chance, RCB has a great chance. So I think it's more equal chance.
SRH versus anyone who comes. Let's say KKR or PBKS or RR. KKR, SRH versus them, and that is in Mulanpur in Chandigarh.
I think SRH will win against them.
Then let's say out of RCB and GT, SRH, unless RCB goes preferably into finals, then GT versus SRH, who wins?
GT versus SRH, I think GT will win because they have better bowling.
But SRH will have the advantage of playing the Eliminator 1 there and also playing the Eliminator 2 there. So they will have advantage. GT has to travel, from Dharamshala to there. So
I know, but it's more that how do we say, GT has much better bowlers. Like GT is most
so
G.
you're still going with GT versus RCB as a final?
Yeah,
Okay. I think for me, I will just, for the purpose of picking a pick, uh, the team which makes it to the fourth table, right? They will upset SRH in the eliminator. They can upset, and if they go to meet any one of GTs, or they can. So I am predicting from the top two teams, one will go directly, anyways,
Yeah.
and I am predicting the fourth team will go to the final. I am predicting that the fourth team, because the fourth team, the situation they are in, they have to really pull the game.
and I also think that if the
It could be BVKs also.
I
You
think
never know.
I think if the fourth team will have the greatest morale. If they get into,
Yes,
they'll have the greatest morale. They have the greatest energy. That's the difference. Where now RCB,
the momentum.
RCB, SRH, and GT, they will have more like stale. They'll just be practicing. They'll be start getting tension while the other team starts getting momentum, and then they'll use that momentum to kick off. That's the only thing which you can always worry about. That's what happened to KKR. KKR won against. If we see here really quickly before we end, KKR won against RR, then LSG, then SRH, and here the momentum kicked up. They won against DC, even though they lost against RCB, they won against GT. So their momentum kicked up so much that they beat three of the
Yeah,
three
yeah.
of the two of the people in the playoffs in qualify for the playoffs here. Look at the momentum. Beat RR, beat LSG, then beat SRH, then beat DC. They lost here, but they beat and beat.
Yeah.
So out of what is it, seven matches? Seven matches, they won six.
Even GT has a great momentum. CSK, RCB, PBKS, RR, SRH just only lost to KKR, and then CSK also won. So they also have very good green momentum
Yeah.
there. KKR also has a very good momentum.
And
And
SRH,
PBKS is in a very tough shape. Definitely all losses, but if they make it, they have a good team as such. They have
they
Simran,
have.
Priyansh Arya, Shreyas. They can also. So I think this tournament is going to be probably a very upsetting one. So let's see what happens, and hope for the best. Of course, we want RCB to
Yeah.
repeat the history, but I feel it has never happened, and it may not happen.
Yeah, it's hard
It's
because
very hard,
they're
actually.
trying to become being a defending champion always brings a new set of pressure, which only teams which are champions will know. And because it's the first time of RCB being champion, it's hard. It will be hard for them to handle the pressure. But so far, they've done very well, considering that that's the first time being defending champion. They've done very well, and I think this is still good for RCB, seeing that they've coming into playoffs multiple times. So in the last 5 years, they've come like 3-4 times, and so I think RCB is in a very good spot, and they should keep this team.
See, if RR wins, then of course KKR and PBKS go out anyway. Then it puts the full stop on their thing. But I feel if KKR can come in, they can really be dangerous side.
But I'm kind of confused what happened from KKR from last year to this year, because last year or 2 years ago, Sunil Narayan coming in opening, making 80 runs,
Yeah.
to him coming in like fifth down. I don't understand what happened after I think Gambhir left KKR. I think their what is it called? Their structure, their good structure just disorientated. Like I don't he was making so many runs. I mean that opening was so dangerous every time and it just went to ruins. So that's what I don't understand.
Yeah, I think we don't have a clear match winners. If you see the impact made by the players, right? If you look at this stat from the website, the total impact. If you look at total impact, is made Vaibhav Suryavanshi, Bhuvaneshwar, and Rabada the most, right? The impact they've made in the matches and all the way, and in that Abhishek, Mitch Marsh, Ishan Kishan, Sai Shubman Gill, Sanju Samson, Sreen Narayan. So they have made real impact. And and if you look at the batting impact, of course, Abhishek and Mitch Marsh, they have made win them the matches. Bowling is of course the Kagiso, Rabada, Siraj, and Bhuvaneshwar. So here, because in the bowling impact, KKR also doesn't figure out most of the
They have
players.
Sunil Narayan. Okay, Sunil Narayan did
Sunil
good
Narayan,
bowling, but I just didn't see him in batting.
Karthik Tyagi also is in top eight. So they have two bowlers actually.
They have decent. No, if you see, KK's bowlers are very good, but their batting is letting them down. It's like when Phil Allen performs. If they have good batters, especially Finn Allen, Rahane, I don't know if he's very good anymore, but Finn Allen is definitely good. Rahane is decent, and Cameron Green can pull through, but he hasn't performed very well. So I think I think we will see a final between. I think RCB will come in the final, and I think maybe GT is most likely to come in the final. KKR has a chance, but I'm betting on RCB and GT coming in the final because they both have had the more consistent performances throughout the matches.
Okay, I am picking somehow KKR for the fourth spot. Okay, and I am picking final between two teams. I am saying final between RCB and probably KKR. I'm just going by the
Momentum.
momentum actually, but let's see what happens.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So all the best, whoever you are supporting. All the best to all of you. We are supporting RCB, but we are supporting more than that good cricket.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so let's see how it goes. Thank you so much. See
Thank you,
again then.
everyone.
Thank you.